Hey, it's TA and a sterling yen update to the update. So, what the analysis is showing right now. Okay, last update I did, I said that I thought that we were going to get a pullback to around the 50 level, and then we were going to spring back up and attempt the highs again. Totally off on that. However, the silver lining to the whole thing was that the trend degrees that we placed up actually acted as beautiful resistance to show, hey, Tom, not yet. This market is not yet ripe to shake off its bearishness and continue any type of uptrend. Okay, so we had a point up here at 134.83. I marked the top. It only could go to the top here was 134.77 before it came down and attacked actually the lower trend degree at 134.10. Now, I had later on said, okay, so the marketplace basically is breaking down. It's got some bearish nature to it. Did it finish? I mean, is it going to continue turn down yet? The answer is not yet. I mean, this pivot point here needs to be broken to say that this whole top would flip down. Basically the market would have symmetry. So, you would take this, extrapolate this point and say, okay, it should come back down. It's probably going to come back down to the original origin point here and then take a new look. But what we have to do really is just actually have an analysis of what's going on right now. So market came down, it broke down through 134.10. I had bought at 134.60. I got out at 134, a break of 134.45. So I said, okay, wait, I'm not right. This thing could continue down to where at that point I was thinking, well, maybe I get consolidation down in here and I can take a new look, do some trend degrees up and see. But however, market didn't. Came down, came back up. So what am I saying? I'm saying this. In order for this marketplace to shake off its bearish nature right now, this 134.45 has to hold. And right now it's acting as a good point. But however, it's not there yet. It needs to get above the old level of 135, say 85. And then there's a minor thrust level at 135.03. So what will happen, what I'm basically saying is going to happen is if we can get up here, it's going to get all the weak hands. Everybody got really just short on a whim without any game plan. They're going to panic and they're going to push us up. Now, how much further up are they going to push us? Well, we need to stay above 135.03 and then we could probably try to attack this old level at 135.55. Now, remember yesterday we were saying that it needed to get through 135.55 to try to get to the upper tier end of 136. This is still the same rule here. We need to get up through this level. Now, I would like to see if this is truly going to be a bullish move. I would like to see a power move through this. So, in other words, a power move would be like something like this. This is a nice power move bar. Okay? And that basically says, okay, there's some strength here and we should continue, as long as this pivot doesn't get breached. But this is an old formation and it's called a 7-11. So, and it's usually used on daily charts. So let me just clarify that. 7-11 means, first thing, it's actually not truly a 7-11 because the bar before it should be a down close, and it's not, it's an up close. But let's just pretend, I'm going to teach you a little crazy old pattern that's not in the books, really. You would need a down close before this bar was to happen. Okay, so let's just pretend that we can merge these two bars together, and this is down close. Probably on a higher time frame, this is what would happen. This close is greater than all previous 7 highs before it through 11. So therefore, this is basically the first bar telling you it's probably possible that this continuation pattern that this marketplace is going up. But the true rule is that the bar before needs to be a down close and then you need for this bar to occur. So if this close greater than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all 7 through 11, and then pattern continues. So that's an old school trading pattern. Now, yesterday I had some calls on what did you mean about this trend line? I don't understand what you meant. You said that this trend line breached, and when you looked at this previous pivot, you said the difference between the close and the high subtracted from the close was a greater value than the trend line, so it should break. Yes, and that's not exactly what you said. You really said to me was, what you say up there? I don't understand what you're talking about, was more like what you said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a quick little tutorial on trend lines, and basically what you need for a trend line of support to break is the bar before it should be an up close. And then what you need to do is you need to measure basically buying pressure of the bar. So you would take the close against the high, subtract it from the close. As long as that is less than the value of the trend line break, the market should continue. Now, I said yesterday on the video that should happen, and I said, you know what, I was confused a little bit. I said, because I expected like this move here, but only in reverse, you know, like a big power move down, and it didn't happen. But what it did do, since the market was taking its time doing what it wants to do, was it retraveled back up to the trend degree and then started moving down. But still, it's not really a powerful move. So therefore, this is telling me that there's still a little bit of bullishness to this market. And again, the 134.59 has to hold. Now, I'm going to ask my boy Tuco, what do you think about my levels? Alright, so you don't have to be that animated, but I get your point. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Cheers.